Hey everybody, it's Stacy. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are filming for the week of February 10th to the 16th in my Erin Condren Vertical Life Planner, and I am using the kit called Cherry Much. This was my version of Valentine's Day kit. I just wanted to have something very fun and bright, and the red and the pink, and I really wanted to use this last year and I never did. So I am using this kit for Valentine's Day week. So starting with my bottom washi here, I am going to be using the white with red bow. This was a collaboration between Once More with Love and Simply Gilded, and I loved it because her branding is more in the red tones, and I just really wanted to pick it up because you never know when you're going to need just a simple white with the colored bows. So I picked that up, and then I'm putting the bottom washi that came in the kit, and I'm layering that with our 15mm heart bottom washi. I love this heart bottom washi on the headers. Like, they are so pretty. I definitely will be using this for more than just Valentine's Day. So I think it's just so fun, and I don't know, that's like, I love hearts. They're so pretty and fun, and I just like them, yeah. So doing my glitter headers, and I'm going to be using the dark pink that came in the kit, and I'm doing my weekend banner. So I had a ton of washi to use with this kit this week as well. The polka dot washi that I end up putting in here, I honestly don't think that was a very good match. I tried to use it in the spread and ended up taking it out. You'll see I do it right on Monday. But I think in the weekend banner it's pretty small. I can get away with it. But I found that the tones were more the brighter pink and not, like, this was more coral, like more peachy toned. You know what I mean? Like more orangey. So I was trying to go more with the brighter pinks and the reds. One of my favorite washi tapes is that digital heart washi from Simply Gilded. I used it in my weekend banner, and I was so excited because I never ever get to use that because it's so simple, and I never get to use it. So I was very excited I got to use it in this spread. For my header overlays, I am using the gold heart header overlays and just using my weekend banner. Now I'm going to put my date covers on, but I don't have date squares on here yet because I didn't have them printed and my kids were in bed already at this time, so I didn't want to like haul out my cutting machines and wake them up because my office is actually right above my son's bedroom, and I can't even like move my chair across the floor because we have hardwood floor and it like magnifies the sound. So I don't generally work when they are in bed, so I don't know, and my daughter's room is right beside my office, so the cutting machines, they get pretty loud, especially when you have everything all going, so I try not to do it when they are in bed. So yeah, I'll put the date covers or date squares on another time when I have time to make some more. So now just scattering my full boxes on here. I'm using the XOXO box in the corner and then doing my flag with the February script like I usually do. And I'm putting my full boxes overlays on. So I'm going to be using some hearts, some of the cornered ones, some photo corners, and I think that was it. Yeah, I tried to mix it up, tried to do different ones so they weren't all the same, and I really like how it looks. Very pretty. Okay, so now we're going to go on to day to day. So starting on a Monday, this beginning of this week was pretty slow, but it picks up near the end. I worked most of the day this day, so I used a printer icon along with a work script sticker from my shop, and this is where I put the washi tape down that I ended up changing because I just don't feel like that color went with the kit. I think you can see it better here. It just doesn't really go with the tone. So I basically just was printing and cutting the entire day on Monday. My kids both have school on Monday mornings. I generally try and make that my cleaning day, but sometimes when I'm really behind on working, then it just gives me the opportunity to catch up and not have a million interruptions while I am cutting. Because do you know how many times my kids need glasses of water or to put clothes on Polly Pockets, all those different things. It's like a million times a day. So it just kind of slows down the process a little bit. So Mondays are good for catching up on all that. Then in the evening, my daughter had Sparks, which is a form of Girl Guides for her age level. So I just used a Sparks icon that came from our shop. And then while she was there, me and my son worked on his Valentine's Day cards because his class party for Valentine's Day was going to be on the Wednesday. He goes to school Mondays and Wednesdays. So I wanted to get them done so we're not doing it the night before. So I just used the envelopes and letter icon that comes in the kit. And then I basically just watched a ton of YouTube in the evening and just kind of chilled on the couch, did nothing. So I used a YouTube icon to mark that. On Tuesday, I did some more work, so I just used a silhouette machine sticker from Planner Monkey Co. along with a work script sticker. I have been loving these script stickers in foil. I know we've sold them for quite a while and everybody gets them, and I never really understood until you put it in your planner, I think. Once you've done it yourself and you see what it looks like, it's just way too beautiful and you kind of want everything to be in script because it's so pretty. So then my son had a hair appointment this day, so I just used a hair appointment sticker that came from my shop. And then my daughter had piano right after lunch, so I just used a music note icon from our shop to mark that. And then while she was at piano, we always go and get Tim's. So I used a Tim's coffee cup from Planner Mania. And then we went to Giant Tiger. I had to bake for my son's class party for the next day, so I wanted to get the rest of the ingredients I needed. So I just used the shopping bag icon that came in the kit. Then in the evening, I went to yoga. I go basically every Tuesday, and I just used a yoga mat that came on our new workout sheet. I'm actually really loving these. I think they're really cute. And then after yoga, I baked Rice Krispie cake for my son's class party for the next day. So I just used a hand mixer icon from our baking sheet. And then in the evening, me and my husband were watching Impractical Jokers. So I used a Netflix TV icon for that. I had seen, there was a new season of Impractical Jokers on Netflix, and I had already seen the season that was before the new one, and my husband hadn't. So we were catching up on all of that. And if you know my husband, you know that is a very difficult task because my husband doesn't really stay awake while watching TV. So when we watch TV together, I generally have to watch the same episode 3 or 4 days in a row because he always seems to fall asleep and it takes forever. So sometimes he just gives up and we go to the next episode. But we usually end up watching the same one a couple times because he always falls asleep, and yeah, I don't know. That's why I kind of stopped watching shows with him because I wanted to actually watch new ones. So we were catching up on that, so you'll see it takes us quite a few days to get through the season. On Wednesday, I volunteered in my son's class in the morning. This was their Valentine's Day party, and they needed some more help just to kind of get the snack ready to handle all the Valentines, that kind of thing. That was actually quite interesting because they had all these Valentine's Day mailboxes made that they had made before, and then we had to get all the kids to put Valentine in every single one. Now mind you, this is preschool level, so we had to keep guiding them to put them in the correct mailbox and that kind of thing. It was interesting to say the least. And then I just kind of played games with the kids while we were there, and yeah, it was kind of fun. So to mark that, I just used an icon that came in the school events sheet, and I just kind of cut off the words. So it's some books and an apple on top, and I just used that to mark helping out in his class. Then I came home and worked some more, so I used a printer icon with a work script sticker for that. And we ended up going to McDonald's for lunch this day. So I used one of our icons from our fast food sheet. I have been loving our new fast food sheets. We have 4 now, and they just give such a variety for the different fast food icons. I think they're really cute. Then this was my husband's last day at his old job. We were very excited because he was going to be home for the rest of the week because he didn't actually start until after the long weekend. So we got to have him home for a few days, which was really nice. It kind of helps out when I need to work a lot. And he got some stuff done that you'll get to see near the end of the week. So to mark his last day, I just used a bow sticker. Then in the evening, we watched more Impractical Jokers. And to mark that, I just used another Netflix TV icon for that. Moving on to the second half of the week, on Thursday, we went to Tim Hortons first thing in the morning. I think my husband, we all got like breakfast before my daughter went to school. So I just used a donut icon to mark going to Tim Hortons. And then I came home and I worked for a little bit. So I used another silhouette machine from Planner Monkey Co. along with a work script sticker. And then my husband has been wanting to tile our kitchen backsplash forever, and trust me, I have wanted it done too. So he asked me if I would go to Rona with him to just make sure that I got the tile that I wanted, and we wanted to pick out the grout color and make sure we knew how much it was all going to cost and everything like that. So I went along with him. So to mark going to Rona, I took a shopping cart icon from my shop. And yeah, we didn't end up getting anything this day, and super glad we did because we had the total wrong measurements in our head. Like when we were calculating it, I think we calculated like linear feet as opposed to square feet. I don't know what the difference, I don't know how to do all that kind of stuff. So he was calculating it and we were like, oh, this is gonna be pretty expensive. And then we went to his parents' house and we ended up going to his parents' house this evening. And they're like, what are you guys talking about? It's just going to be like this much. And so we redid the calculation. We're like, oh my goodness, it's not as big of a thing as we were thinking about. So it's a good thing we didn't end up buying it that day because we would have bought way too much and we would have had to return it anyways. Plus, Rona was having a sale on the weekend, giving you 15% off of your purchase. So we decided to wait anyways for that. Then that afternoon, I went to my sister-in-law's to watch Nancy Drew. If you watch that series, let me know in the comments down below. Unfortunately, my service provider took the channel off of our thing, so I can't watch it anymore, so I have to try and find it somewhere. But to mark watching it, I used a TV icon from Planner Mania. Then in the evening, we worked on my daughter's Valentine's Day cards because her Valentine's Day party was on actual Valentine's Day. So I just used a pen cup from Lizzie Plans. And then we went to my in-laws' house in the evening just to visit. So I took a coffee icon that came in the kit for that. And then when we came home again, we watched Impractical Jokers and I used the TV that came in the kit for that. Friday was Valentine's Day, and we decided to have a Valentine's Day with our kids. We wanted to include them this year as opposed to just going out for dinner. So to mark Valentine's Day, I took a piece of deco that came in the kit and layered that with a Valentine's Day script in gold foil. And then I worked this day, so I'm just using a work script sticker and the printer icon for that. And we ended up getting McDonald's for lunch again. I realize I eat at McDonald's a lot, but I actually love it. It was actually one of those restaurants that I never used to go to before we had kids. I don't know, it just disgusted me and I never was a big fan. But then McDonald's came out with kids' books in their Happy Meals. And then my mom was like, you need to get your kids, go take them to McDonald's and get a book. And I was like, oh, that's such a good idea. And we are hooked now. I love McDonald's. So we used a chicken nugget icon to mark that. And then my husband tiled our backsplash. It was very exciting. So to mark that, I used a toolbox icon from our new DIY sheet. And then Ashley came over in the afternoon and she was cutting stock for me while I was doing some designing. So to mark her working on some stock, I used the silhouette icon from Planner Monkey Co. Then in the evening, it was our Valentine's Day time, so we made a heart-shaped pizza. We made homemade pizza and made them into heart shapes. So that heart pizza is from a sampler of ours. And then we made pink cupcakes. So I used oven icon from our baking sheet to mark that. And then we watched the movie Bug's Life while we were eating supper and cupcakes. And it was one of those movies that I was so glad I rewatched because I forgot how good it was. My husband thought it was okay, my kids loved it, so glad we watched it. I love this new Disney Plus and watching all those old nostalgic movies. And that Bug's Life script sticker is from our Disney movie bucket list. On Saturday, we went for breakfast with my parents, so I used a breakfast icon for that. And then we went and did some errands. We had to return some stuff to Rona. We had to go to a game store that we have in our town because we were having friends over the next day to play games, and we like to play those escape room board games. It's a game where you actually like cut up cards and cut the box and do all these things. You only play it once. Once you're done it, you have to actually throw it in the garbage. So we want to get another one of those, so we picked that up then too. So I just used a car icon for that. And then I ended up working this day some more, so I used a silhouette machine and a work script sticker. And my husband grouted our backsplash, so I used another one of the toolboxes from our DIY sheet. In the evening, I bathed my kids. Again, I don't often write that in, like I don't do it every day, but sometimes if I just need a filler for what we did that day, I'll put that in. So that bathtub icon came in the kit. And then we just played some card games with the kids. I think I had just bought like Go Fish and stuff like this recently, so we were playing those games with the kids. And then we watched more Impractical Jokers in the evening, so I just used a Netflix TV sticker for that. On Sunday we went to church, so I used one of our new church icons to mark that. And I did this a little bit out of order just because I wanted to fill that space, and I ran out of quarter boxes. But I ended up baking brownies and making dip for chips for when our friends came over that evening. So that is from Millie Papery Co. And then I did a lot of back planning this day, so I used the washi stack icon that came in the kit and tidied the house. So the cleaning bucket is from the kit as well. And I went to Giant Tiger this day. I actually went to Giant Tiger right after church because it was to get stuff for making brownies and dip. Oh no, it wasn't dip for chips. It was Dunkaroo dip. That's what it was. So my friend made Dunkaroo dip where you can put like animal crackers or graham crackers in there. It tastes just like Dunkaroos. So I made that dip. It was so good. Oh yeah, I loved it so much. Anyways, to mark going to Giant Tiger, I used a shopping cart icon. And then to mark our friends coming over to play games, I just used a game board sticker from our games night sheet. Whew. Okay, what a busy weekend that was. The end of the week was definitely way more eventful than the beginning of the week. But I'm just going to finish up my sidebar here. That picture was actually really small because it was taken with my phone going horizontal and I needed them to go vertical, so I had to cut off some of the sticker. But it gave me a chance to use some more washi, so I'm just using my gratitude, doing my gratitude, my currently reading, and my anxiety tracker, and then splitting some of that up with some different washi tapes. And the picture for the week is my new backsplash. I love it. I'm super, super happy that my husband got to do that for me. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!